In the far north of the planet, where ice rules without mercy and the cold bites with unforgiving force, survival isn't just a challenge, it's a daily battle. The Arctic is a place where beauty and brutality coexist in perfect harmony. Here, the silence is broken only by the howling winds and the sharp cracking of ice under pressure. When darkness falls over this frozen world, something truly magical happens. High above, the night sky suddenly comes alive. Glowing waves of green, blue, violet, and even crimson begin to dance. It's the northern lights, the aurora borealis, a breathtaking phenomenon that occurs when charged particles from the sun collide with gases in Earth's atmosphere, more than 100 kilometers above the ground. Each color tells its own story. Green comes from oxygen closer to the surface. Red, which is much rarer, forms high up, near 300 kilometers. Shades of blue and purple, that's nitrogen creating its own light show. The result is a mesmerizing ballet of colors, as if the sky itself were painted by another world. For ancient civilizations, these lights were believed to be spirits, gods, or even gateways to other realms. But in truth, this spectacle is much more than just beauty. It's Earth's magnetic shield in action, protecting us from the deadly forces of space. And while the icy ground below remains locked in frozen silence, the heavens above ignite with the power of the universe. The Arctic fox amid the vast, silent plains of ice, where the cold bites to the bone and the wind whispers ancient stories, the Arctic fox reigns as the tiny queen of survival. Measuring just 60 centimeters long and weighing barely 5 kilos, she may seem delicate against the sheer power of the Arctic. But don't be fooled by her size. This little warrior is a master of endurance, wrapped in the warmest coat of any land mammal on Earth, a natural shield against the unforgiving cold. In winter, her fur turns pure white, blending perfectly into the snowy emptiness, becoming almost invisible within the frozen silence. As summer arrives, that same coat transforms into earthy shades of brown and gray, a flawless disguise among the rocks and patches of moss that briefly awaken under the fleeting warmth. Her secret lies in razor-sharp intelligence and finely tuned senses. Her ears are so sensitive that they can detect the slightest movement beneath the snow, the scurrying of tiny rodents, her favorite prey. Silent and patient, she waits for the perfect moment, then leaps with pinpoint precision in a strike that's both instinctual and graceful, a dance between life and survival. But the Arctic shows no mercy. Blizzards erase tracks, prey vanishes beneath endless snow, and hunger is a constant threat. To survive, the fox often follows the paths of larger predators, scavenging leftovers from their kills or venturing bravely into dangerous, unfamiliar territories. She faces aggressive gulls, bone-chilling winds, and the endless night, always driven by an unbreakable will to live. In the end, the Arctic fox isn't just a symbol of resilience. She's living proof that in this frozen wilderness, even the smallest warriors can conquer the harshest battle for survival. The seal beneath the frozen surface, where sunlight barely filters through, life moves in silence. Hidden among cracks in the ice and within fleeting shelters, the seal navigates a world where the ice is both home and a constant threat. She depends on this frozen world to breathe, rest, and raise her young, yet spends most of her life hunting in the deep, icy waters below. Her body is a masterpiece of evolution, sleek, hydrodynamic, wrapped in a thick layer of blubber that keeps her warm and stores precious energy. Her skin glides through the water like silk, making her an agile, relentless hunter of fish and crustaceans beneath the ice. But once she surfaces, vulnerability strikes. A simple pause to breathe could be her last. One mistake, a single second of distraction, and she becomes prey to the Arctic's most fearsome predator. Her greatest enemy isn't just the polar bear, it's also the melting ice itself. As the ice disappears, her world shrinks. Each year brings fewer places to rest, fewer safe havens. Without ice, there's no rest. Without rest, there's no life. The risks grow, and the seal must become faster, sharper, and stronger than ever. Because here in the Arctic, even prey must have the soul of a predator to survive. The polar bear. In this frozen world, one ruler stands above all: the polar bear, a silent phantom of the ice, gliding between glaciers like a ghost, invisible, deadly, flawless. Towering over 2 meters tall and armed with the strength to overpower almost any creature, he is more than just a predator. He is the ultimate survivor. His white fur isn't just for beauty. It's a weapon, a suit of camouflage, thermal armor, and endurance. Beneath it, a thick layer of blubber shields him from the killing cold and stores precious energy for the many days, or even weeks, when the hunt fails. But not even the king of the Arctic is safe anymore. The ice that has sustained his species for thousands of years is vanishing. Every sheet that breaks away isn't just a piece of nature lost. It's a direct threat to his survival. Now every hunt has become a race against time. When seals are nowhere to be found, he's forced to swim for miles, sometimes hundreds of kilometers, through freezing, unforgiving waters. Hunger shows no mercy, not even to the strongest. What was once solid ground is now open ocean. And in this harsh, shifting world, even the mighty ruler of the ice must adapt or die trying. The reindeer. Across the vast tundras, where winter feels like a sentence and summer is nothing more than a fleeting breath, the reindeer stands as a symbol of resilience and adaptation. Its broad, sturdy hooves are designed to trek over deep snow and slippery ice, conquering landscapes where few dare to roam. Its thick, double-layered coat isn't just protection, it's living armor, trapping precious heat while the relentless wind howls through the frozen wilderness. For the reindeer, survival is a constant balancing act between searching for scarce food and staying one step ahead of relentless predators. A quiet warrior, It journeys hundreds of kilometers during its annual migrations, guided by instincts written deep into its DNA. It crosses lands that feel frozen in time, places where life itself seems suspended between seasons. Look into its eyes, and you'll see the story of millennia, a reflection of nature's brutality and the unwavering determination to endure, even as the world around it changes at a terrifying pace. The reindeer is more than just part of the Arctic landscape. It is the living soul of the tundra, a force that endures, adapts, and inspires with its unbreakable spirit. You're the Arctic wolf. In the long shadows of days that seem to stretch forever, when the sun disappears for weeks on end, Arctic wolves emerge as the unseen rulers of the frozen tundra. Cloaked in thick, dense fur that shifts from pure white to pale gray, they move like ghostly figures across the snow, bound together in tight-knit packs driven by loyalty and sharpened instincts. The brutal cold that would paralyze most creatures is merely another obstacle to overcome. Their powerful jaws and razor-sharp sense of smell make them formidable hunters, capable of tracking prey like reindeer and muskoxen for miles, wearing them down with a relentless combination of endurance, strategy, and teamwork. The pack is their greatest strength, a bond of survival in a landscape that shows no mercy, but even these skilled predators are not immune to the changes threatening their world. Melting ice and a shifting ecosystem force them to adapt, altering migration routes, hunting patterns, and even triggering more frequent conflicts, both within and beyond the pack. Yet, they endure. With eyes that mirror the raw intensity of this unforgiving world, Arctic wolves are far more than just predators. They are living symbols of resilience, carriers of an ancient fire, defying cold, hunger, and uncertainty with fierce courage and an untamed spirit. The Arctic hare. In the endless white, a small shadow darts across the snow, the Arctic hare. Small in size but mighty in resilience, this creature is a true master of survival. Its fur shifts with the seasons, offering perfect camouflage. In winter, it vanishes into the snow. In summer, its coat turns to shades of gray, blending seamlessly with rocks and tundra. Agile, alert, and always ready to flee, the Arctic hare spends its life outrunning predators far larger than itself. A living reminder that in the Arctic, even the smallest must become masters of survival. The gulls high above the vast frozen Arctic, gulls slice through the icy winds with wide, powerful wings, a constant presence that brings movement and life to an otherwise silent horizon. Ever watchful, they scan the landscape for every opportunity the harsh environment offers. These are not just birds, they are fierce competitors, often fighting with surprising aggression over every scrap of food in a world where survival is a daily battle. They follow in the footsteps of the Arctic's great hunters, circling above seals, polar bears, and foxes, always ready to seize the leftovers from nature's endless struggle for survival. Agile and relentless, gulls play a vital role in the Arctic food chain. Perfectly adapted to withstand biting winds and sudden storms, they thrive where others might falter. Even as the climate shifts and the ice recedes, they continue to defy the cold, their sharp cries echoing through the frozen air, a reminder that in the Arctic, every creature is essential to the eternal cycle of life. The snowy owl. When the eternal night cloaks the Arctic in its silent shroud, the snowy owl reigns as a ghostly sentinel, gliding over snow-covered plains with a silent, lethal grace. Her feathers, as white as the snow itself, provide perfect camouflage, rendering her nearly invisible to both prey and threat alike. With piercing, sharp eyes, she watches the frozen world, poised and ready for a precise strike. Her flight is a smooth dance through the cold air, almost soundless, a blend of elegance and relentless predator. A strategic hunter, the snowy owl detects even the slightest movements beneath the snow to capture small mammals, playing a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of Arctic life. Yet this guardian faces its own trials. Climate change, habitat loss, and dwindling prey threaten her silent reign. Still, she endures, a symbol of vigilance and adaptation in a world where the cold can both preserve and destroy. The beluga whale. In the vast, icy waters of the Arctic, a gleaming white silhouette glides gracefully beneath the surface. The beluga whale, often called the canary of the Arctic. This remarkable creature is known for its playful nature and a vocal range that sounds almost like a symphony, filling the frozen seas with whistles, clicks, and songs. Unlike many whales, the beluga's flexible neck allows it to turn its head in all directions, an unusual trait that gives it an edge in navigating the complex underwater ice labyrinth. Its thick, blubber-rich body acts as a thermal shield, protecting it from the frigid waters that would freeze most other creatures. Belugas are highly social animals, traveling in pods that can number from a few individuals to hundreds. Their strong bonds and complex communication help them survive the harsh Arctic environment, coordinating hunts and sharing information about shifting ice and prey. Feeding primarily on fish, crustaceans, and worms, they use echolocation, emitting sounds that bounce off objects, to see in the murky depths where light barely penetrates. This acoustic ability is essential for hunting beneath ice floes and avoiding predators like orcas and polar bears. As the Arctic continues to battle the relentless forces of nature and climate change, other parts of the world face similar challenges. In Alaska, vast wild landscapes shelter a rich diversity of wildlife, where bears, wolves, and whales coexist in a delicate balance. If you want to witness the majesty of these animals in their natural habitat, accompanied by stunning visuals and an immersive soundtrack, don't miss the full video. Click the link below and embark on this breathtaking journey into the wild heart of Alaska.